don't know if I'm live or not. Do we have a live signal here? I think we do. I think we're live. How about you? Turn that down. Hit that button. Come on, baby. All right, we're almost there, folks. Stick with me. So I don't know if you saw the thumbnail when you came in. That was the little picture of this. Let me turn that down. I got some serious surf instrumental music on right now. And I don't know what that screen was, but it's time to turn that down for sure. For sure. What's up, everybody? Look, I was going to do this live outside, but the wind is doing what it does. That's why they call it the wind, right? I really want to see if do I have the right angle for the dangle right here. Let's see. One more time, we'll try. And we go back to the channel home, and there it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Let me just do this way. How are you all today? I'm almost back to 100%. I would say I'm probably 90 to 92% back to normal, which means I don't want to manage videos. I want to go to the home button. When I get to the home button, then I want to go over to there, scoot to there, go there. You know, the LCAR system on Star Trek is so much easier to navigate than an older iPad. All right, I don't know where it's at, because that's the old thing. Yeah, I don't want the old thing. What happened? All right. You know, wherever I go, there I am. Okay, I see I have a live viewer. Okay, so we're just going to keep on going, and we'll figure the other stuff out as we go, right? I think you can see me there. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be an exciting facts that I have to share with you. And the price, well, you don't have to pay a thing because I've already paid for it, but I just, the price, hit that subscribe button if you would. That's up to you, obviously. Obviously, Ricky Bobby. All right, I'm sitting in a car parked talking to myself, and fortunately, there's no one watching. I don't understand. It's showing the old thing there. I don't understand what I don't understand, which is why I don't understand it anymore. I just don't get it. That's just crazy. All right, I'm putting this away. We're going to go old school. I had it as a backup plan. Sorry for that long, lengthy promo there. But listen, SubaruSteve, I hope you all can see me now. Hopefully I'm not too, hey, SubaruSteve here. No, you can see me, right? I think you can. Anybody see the new second season of Tires on Netflix? Those of you who've ever sold tires, you got to watch it. It is hilarious. But listen, I'm SubaruSteve. I'm the guy that helped author this book right here, #1 bestseller in my mind, right? And one of the things I want to point out about this is today I'm going to cover a milestone with everybody, and I like making little notes in here from time to time, right? I go back and throw a little sticker in and there, but you never know what I'm going to write in this book. This is like the book. There are 10 printed. 9 of them have been given away to people that I care about and love, right? And they have their books and they're autographed to them personally. But when I go up into space, this book will be auctioned off and all the money raised will go to CHKD. I said it. You know what? I should write it in here. Somebody will remind me. I will remember CHKD. Yeah, because like for me, I even put in here, the price has been paid, right? For me, and I love that. Listen, today, your daily facts, all the facts that's fit to print and fit to facts, right? And right there, I'm not making this up. I don't do that, right? I don't need to make stuff up in this crazy world in which we live in because everything is so accessible now. You feel me there? I think you do. But listen, today I want to talk about your fact of the day as we get started. And this was interesting. I had to do a little extra research than just reading this. Normally I ask somebody out there to do the fact finding, but this one caught my eye and my attention. But the first known recipe book was written in 1600 BC. That's before Christ. That's 3,625, 26 years ago, right? By the Babylonians. And what got me thinking about this was how and what did they say? So, fortunately or unfortunately, there's not a lot written about it, but I did uncover this. They were written on clay tablets with recipes for stews and broths, though missing their ingredients. How can a recipe be a recipe if it doesn't have its ingredients? I don't even know if I'd call it a cookbook. I think I would have just called it stews and broth, but that's neither here nor there. Listen, I am SubaruSteve, folks. This fax is for you, the viewer. That's right, you too. And pay attention. It's especially 5 of you. 5 of you need to pay attention to this one today, folks. Today is July 17th, 2025. Yeah, and this day will never, ever come again. Nope, not going to happen. And this week, today, it's Thursday, and it is my weekly space update. See that? Space update, the daily facts every Thursday, right? And the topic for today is I am going to space. Subject using AI and I am to get there. Check this out. I love it. If you want to contact me before or after, well, really after, because I'm not paying attention to any incoming stuff right now. But if I had a behind the scenes person every day that could help, I'd have that, right? But listen, if you want to contact me, just leave a comment in the comment section. That's what the comment section is for. And I see every single comment. I'm the one that gives it a thumb up and the SubaruSteve stamp of approval. And when I can, or when I'm so inclined, or feeling good, or feeling bad, or whatever, I leave comments accordingly, right? Can't answer them all. Well, I do a pretty good job of it, though. Really so. Listen, the price today, like I say, hit the subscribe button. But you may not know this, or you may know it, but the price has been paid. I take care of it myself every day. I get up very early to do all of this. When did I get up this morning? 5:30. I said, I don't want to get up and have coffee at 5:30. So I wallowed in the bed for a half hour. At 6, I get up my coffee. Listen, before I get going, I got one more thing that's kind of routine. I like to talk about these things. And again, I gained some wisdom. See, this quote comes from Maya Angelou. I'm probably saying that name wrong. Please forgive me, but Maya Angelou. And at first, when I looked up her, I found she was an American poet and memorist. And I thought, memorist? Well, I'm a memorist. I remember things, or I don't. I'm a good memorist. Sometimes I'm a bad memorist. But then I thought, that's kind of dumb. Why would they say American poet and memorist? Well, I did more research, and they were hiding who she really was. And those of you who know who she is know where I'm going right now. She was also, because I didn't get it till I knew this. I didn't get it until I did more research and discovered that she was also a civil rights activist. And in that context, I totally understand the meaning. Can you? She said, we may encounter defeats, but we must not be defeated. First time I read it, I thought, Winston Churchill, was that a war? Are we at battle? Are we going to war? We may encounter defeats, but we must not be defeated. And then I thought, memorist, an American poet. No, she's a civil rights advocate or activist. And she said this because you know what? When it comes to civil rights, we are at war all the time to make sure that the right people are protected the right way, right? So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you got that or not. I hope you did. And in the bottom little corner here, it says join our tribe. I just think this is clever. Yeah, I made it up. Comment. Tribe, TRIB, comment. I can't remember them all. Share, like, subscribe, and visit SubaruSteve.com. Listen, we're ready for the body now, right? Jumping right into this. I started to put his jumpsuit, Pablo might say, but jumping right into this, if I were jumping into an evac suit for a hasty exit, those of you who know this one, exit stage left, know what I'm talking about, which really has nothing to do with anything right now except an old cartoon. But I jumped into this and I thought, how are you all today? I hope better than me. You can still hear my raspy voice here. I'm just going to read this so I don't mess it up any more than I will, right? I'm just getting over a pretty severe cold. And fortunately, due to my superior health and fitness, appropriately during the space update, was able to keep it at just a cold. Yeah, I'll be 68 in November. By all rights, I should have had the flu. I should have had COVID, pneumonia. I should have had typhoid fever. I should have had every possible sickness and disease after coming off a cruise ship for 6 days and nights. And fortunately, I wasn't sick till I got home. That was a blessing. It really was, even though I was in bed for 3 days, but it was a blessing. Let me get back to the notes. So testing negative for flu type A, flu type B, and COVID, I almost instantly felt better. I jumped in the shower, took a shower, got cleaned up, and said, I feel good. I feel good. I knew that I would. Yeah, okay. But of course, Dayquil and NyQuil tablets, not tablets, caplets, didn't hurt when needed. But I still felt good. I feel good. I hope you do too. Still playing catch up with getting back into the rhythm of day-to-day stuff, doing my part-time Uber and Lyft thing, planning our next cruise with Royal Caribbean, and getting healthier daily, even lifting weights now. Oh yeah, I'm going to start doing I got hand weights or arm weights, I don't know but I'm lifting weights now. And from there, we'll go on with other things, right? Because I know when I go to Mars, I have to exercise at least 2 hours a day to maintain muscle mass. That's another story. But I hope you're feeling good too. What's all this got to do with my space update, you're wondering? I know you're wondering that. You're wondering, what has this got to do with the space update? Admit it. Somebody's wondering. Okay, maybe not. But I was wondering, what has all this got to do with my space update? Well, I was honored. This is the milestone. I wrote it right here in the book. See, am I going to read it first? Yeah, I'll read the milestone. I'll show you as I wrote it. Milestone in random order. I've got others I haven't written on this page yet. On 7/11, first time on the bridge of the Carnival Sunshine on a 6-night cruise into the Bermuda Island, the Bermuda Triangle and the Bermuda Islands. I actually got up on the bridge and I met with modern day. Wait a minute, I did say the Carnival Sunshine, not the Sunrise, not Netflix's Pooh Cruise, which I had to wait till I got back to watch it. I don't think I could ever go on the Sunshine, knowing that just 13 years ago it was the Pooh Cruise. The ship's still out there. Anyways, I met modern day Captain Steubing. Here I am on the bridge, right, shaking his hand, or is he shaking my hand? I told him I was SubaruSteve, and we figured this was a good photo op, right? Cool thing about this, if you've ever been on a cruise ship up on the bridge, if you're on one of the other decks and you're looking out, you see they have a little sideways crow's nest that goes sideways off the ship on both sides so that they can see down, and when they're getting close to the sides. I had the opportunity to walk from one side all the way over to the other side. And listen, just being a former Coast Guard person, I've never been on a ship that big. And having virtually free reign of the bridge, as long as I didn't touch any buttons, right? I had a great time. That's a major milestone, being on the bridge of a ship carrying over 4,000 crew and passengers. And I got up on the bridge. Yeah, that's a milestone. That's a major milestone, folks. I had to go through 3 security checkpoints to get up there. Loved it. I loved every moment of it. And I know it's leading me to the next. And I'm going to get back to the I ams again. But let's get into this. First time on a bridge of a ship that was carrying over 4,000 people. Another milestone on my mission to Mars. And when I stepped onto that bridge, that is exactly what I thought. My friends, you see, it's not if, but when my dreams happen, like that one happened, right? And I'm dancing around right now because I wanted to tie this back into the I am. Don't go anywhere, because we are going to talk about SpongeBob and in this envelope. I want to mail these socks to somebody. It could be you. Don't go nowhere. I'll tell you about that in just a second. But the I am, I had on here, I am going to space using AI, and I am to get there. And I've been using AI a lot to learn more. But then I started thinking of a more powerful tool than AI. It's kind of the opposite. It's I am. Because I realize now, when you say those words and you put it into the universe, you're downloading data into a dimension that we can't even see or understand, right? We live in a 3D world. Fish live in a 2D world. Anything living on a piece of paper is in a one-dimension world. Well, there's fourth dimension, fifth dimension. We can't see them. There's dimensions of light that we can't see, sound that we can't hear, right? So when you say, I am going to the store, you generally go to the store because you said you were, right? You put it into the universe. I subject to you that you can put your dreams out there. I am going to space. I am, not as a dead body, not frozen because I died, not as my ashes after I'm gone. I am the living flesh in this little vessel, which still has some life left in it. I am going into space. If I didn't believe it, I wouldn't be here right now. I could do the daily FAX Thursday, what type of detergent to buy, right? But every Thursday, I know I'm doing this. Tuesdays, I know I'm talking about Sebastian. And every Sunday, I know it's a Sunday morning social media sermon, except for last Sunday. First one I missed out of 121 Sundays. But say things you want. If they're good and positive, you're not hurting anybody. You cannot fail. The universe wants to do good, positive stuff. That's why it grows, right? Get away from the negative. Don't have time for that. All right, let's get into some friend stuff. Fun stuff for friends and family and acquaintances and whoever you are, even trolls. If you're a troll, I invite you to pay attention right now. You see, what lives on a footy under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants socks. And if you'd like this pair never worn, you want to be one of the first 5 people to type the name of the ship I was just on last week after the live stream ends, right? When the live stream ends, go back, be one of the first 5 people to type the name of the ship. Don't wait and type the first person who types it in, because they could be wrong. I said several names. But anyways, type the name of the ship I was on last week. I will look for that. What do I got on here? Winner will be selected live within 48 hours of the live first 5 to reply stream. Okay, so I guess what that means is I will be. Live comments do not count on this. So wait until this live stream ends. Don't have to be a subscriber, but like these socks. That would be nice. If you were a subscriber, I would like that too. But anyways, you got it. That's it. We're done, right? Get back out here looking. Got to see where my ship is. Like my ship came in and I got on it and it brought me back. I kind of think the same thing is going to happen going up into space. Oh, there's the I am. I almost forgot. So I have my Farm Fresh. Those of you who know the Hampton Roads area and remember Farm Fresh, well, you know, right? Best fried chicken in Hampton Roads. We got Newport News. Well, it's Hampton Roads, man. I like this. There's the Farm Fresh that used to be here. Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Portsmouth. We're going to have an Oceana air show coming up, right? And at this air show, the Blue Angels will be flying, right? I got what? Sorry, somebody just ran over here and handed. Okay. All right, thank you. Tell them what you need. I'm doing that right now. I'm telling them what I need. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. That was really cool. The Blue Angels are coming, right? I want to fly. I want them to try to make me pass out. I know they can do it. And I think I'd probably look pretty cool passing out in the back of a Blue Angels. Yeah, I'll do it if they'll give me the chance, right? I'll do whatever it takes. I'm healthy, fit as a fiddle. I caught a cold. I got past it. It didn't turn into anything dangerous. It's like gone, right? The Blue Angels will help me get to my next milestone. So if any of you have anything to do with the Blue Angels coming to Oceana, or you know any of the pilots coming, come on, make this old man's life really matter, because I'm chasing my dreams, not for me, but for the future of this planet. My children and grandchildren, their children and their grandchildren, which includes you and your children and grandchildren and their grandchildren, everybody, right? We need to become a multi-planet species. That's what the book's all about. We need to save the planet and save the race. So get me up with the angels. I'll keep going forward. I will not quit. That is legit. All right, folks, have a great one. I got a high five out from the beautiful resort city of Virginia Beach. Let's see if I can do this any less cumbersome. Oh, look at that. There's the captain. Captain Stubing. Captain Stubing and SubaruSteve. Man, that was a blast. What a great guy, too. He was Italian, and it's just such good conversation. High fiving out. I am. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.